Okay, this is our last section, section 1.7. I went ahead and wrote down the things that we need to do on this paper. So the first one, on number 2, we need to construct VW so that the length of VW is 2 times the length of AB. So I have my AB here. I'm going to draw a ray, but I'm going to make it really long this time. Now, since I want VW to be 2 times as long as AB, I'm going to do what I normally do, but do it twice. So I'm going to put the tip on A, and I'm going to adjust the compass so that it makes a mark through the point B. Then I'm not going to change it, and then I'm going to put the tip on V and make a mark through my ray. And that would be the length of AB, but I want it to be twice. So I'm going to pick it up then and put the tip where those intersect and make another mark. And that's where I want to put W. So that the length of VW is 2 times the length of AB. Now when you're doing these constructions on a test, make sure that I can see the marks that you're making so I know that you're doing the constructions correctly. Number 6 asks me to construct angle F so that the measure of angle F is 2 times the measure of angle C. So here's my angle C. I just went ahead and drew one ahead of time. I'm going to make a ray that's going to be the bottom side of the angle. Then I'm going to put the tip on C. And I'm going to make an arc through the angle C. Without changing it, I'm going to put the tip down onto where my new angle is going to be, and I'm going to draw an arc, but I'm going to draw a very large arc this time, almost a semicircle, to make sure that I can make a congruent angle, but I have to do it twice because I want it to be twice the measure of this angle. So the next thing that I do is I take my compass and I measure, put the tip where the arc is intersecting the bottom part of the angle. And then I adjust the compass so that it makes a mark through where the arc intersects the other side of the angle. Made my angle a little too small, so it's hard to do. Okay, when I get that measured, I don't change it. I take the tip, I put the tip where the arc intersects that ray, and I make a mark through the arc. I still am not going to change it, but since I want to make an angle that's 2 times the measure of angle C, I'm going to do this twice, just like I did the segment. I'm going to put the tip now where the line I just drew intersected the arc, and I'm going to make another line. So that I measured this angle twice, to the first mark and then to the second mark. And then the second mark is where I want to draw a line through where it intersects. So now angle F should be about twice the measure of angle C, and I can check. It may not be exact. Let's see. My angle C looks like it's about 41 degrees. Angle F looks like it's around 81. So I was 1 degree off, but that's not too bad. It's pretty close. Okay, the last problem is to draw an acute angle, PQR, and then construct its bisector. So remember, acute just means it needs to be less than 90 degrees. So even my angle F is an acute angle. C would be an acute angle. I don't want to make it too small because it might be harder. So I'm going to do it like this. This is, Q is in the middle, so that has to be the vertex. Okay, so here's my angle PQR. Now I want to bisect that angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an arc through the angle. Put the tip on Q and make an arc through the angle. Now I'm going to open up my compass just a little bit, but I'm going to put the tip where it crosses the side that has P on it. I'm going to make an arc out in front. I'm not going to change the size of the compass this time. I'm going to put a tip on the side where the arc intersects the other side, and I'm going to draw the arc out in front again. It should intersect with where I drew the arc to start with. I make a point where they intersect, and that's where I draw my line through. So this is the line that is bisecting the angle. Oh, I think I labeled that wrong. So if I measure with my protractor just to be sure, each of the small angles should be about the same. And so at the bottom it's about 30. If I measure this other angle, it's also at 30. So those two angles that I just made are now each 30. The large one's about 60. Okay.